Hi guys! Today I'm brewing the Englishman Ale and I'm going to take you through the entire brewing process. It's my birthday in 3 weeks and I'm brewing this ale for my friends, so I'm super excited about it.
So I've poured about 16 liters of water in the master brewer. First thing you have to do is wash the equipment before you pour any water, and then ensure that this tube over here is facing upwards. This is the thermometer.
So as a very first step, the 16 liter of water that you just poured, you have to now heat and bring it to a temperature of 70 degrees centigrade. So I'm going to turn on the stove and let it heat up. So these are the malts that we'll be using for our mild ale today. This right here is the crystal malt. This is the pale ale malt. We have the chocolate malt. We have the roasted malt. These are the fuggle hops. We have one Whirlfloc tablet. And the yeast that we're using today is safale 04 yeast. So the next step in the brewing is mashing. Mashing is the process of converting the starch from these grains into sugars, which usually happens at about 68 degrees centigrade. So that's why right now we have 70 degrees centigrade marked on the thermometer. As soon as I put the grains in, the temperature will drop to 68. So let me now put the grains in while I'm stirring the grains in. Nice and slow. You should stir it really well so that there are no lumps formed inside the grains. It smells very good right now. So now, once I have put all the grains in, you will see that the temperature has dropped to 68 degrees centigrade. Nicely stir so all of the grains are soaked. Okay, now I will close the lid and let the mashing happen for about an hour. So you need to maintain the temperature to 68 degrees. So in case it drops further down, just switch on the gas for about 20-30 seconds and then let it come back again to 68. Okay, so the mashing is now over. I'm going to remove the lid and then take out the basket inside, hang some 2 hooks over here and then spudge. So what I mean by sparging is I'm going to be sprinkling hot water on the grains, and the reason to do that is we don't want any stuck sugars on the grains. We want to be able to extract as much of sugar as we can. Once the sparging is done, I'm going to be boiling the wort. Wort is the remaining liquid that remains in the equipment, and I'll be boiling it for about 1 hour. The quantity of the wort that I have to collect is about 22.5 liters. So I have a measuring scale in here. Once I remove the mashing basket, I'm going to show you. Okay, looks good. Just a few more rounds. So the grains are now thoroughly rinsed, and rather than disposing it in a bin, I will be actually disposing it in my compost pit, or you can also use as feed to cattle. Okay, now I have to collect about 22.5 liters of wort. So let me just pour some tap water in to increase the volume. Once this comes to about 22.5, I'm going to start boiling it for an hour. Now I've collected 22.5 liters of wort. I will now switch on the gas and bring the wort to a boil. As soon as it begins to boil, I'll use this hop spider to put my hops in. So the wort is now at 100 degrees centigrade, which means now it's boiling and rising. I need to quickly stir it. So this has now settled down. I will now clamp my hop spider. Let me put the hops in. Stir it again. Make sure that the hops go in the wort completely. You have to boil the wort for about 1 hour. Okay, so now there's 10 minutes left to boil. At this point, we need to first put in the Whirlfloc tablet. And then this is my copper wort chiller that I'm going to be using to crash cool my wort. I also need to put this in because it needs to sanitize. So for the remaining 10 minutes while it's boiling, it will also sanitize the wort chiller. Just leave it in. Yeah. And then I have prepared 15 liters of water in which I'm going to be putting my iodophore sanitizer. This sanitizing liquid is needed to sanitize everything that comes in contact with the wort. as soon as you remove it from the stove, because then we don't want any bacteria. Let's prepare the sanitizer. On the mark, I have about 30 ml of iodophore. Just put that in and stir it. Now the 1 hour of the boil is up, so I need to switch off the gas first. Also, I've prepared this sanitizing liquid, which is 15 liters of water and 30 ml of this iodophore sanitizer. Why I need this is because the moment the gas is switched off, everything that comes in contact with the wort has to be sanitized completely. So for that, I've put in the hydrometer, the airlock, bung, and also the stirring spoon inside. Now I'm going to put the remaining things in the sanitizer, which is the silicone gasket, the yeast packet, scissors that I'll be using to cut the yeast packet, my measuring scale, and also the spray bottle which I'll be using to spray my hands once I transfer the wort, once I move the wort for chilling. So I'll open it and put it in. Okay. So for this wort to cool down, what I'll be doing is I'll be taking it at the sink for crash cooling it, and from there I'll take it forward. So I'm at the sink now and I've chilled these tap water bottles for cooling this water that I've filled in the sink. So what this will do is it'll bring down the temperature of the water. So when I start this wort chiller, what it will do is it'll pass on cold water onto the copper pipes and it'll take out hot water while chilling the wort. So let me just start. Okay, let me cool the water down. So this is boiling water coming out because it's cooling the wort now. Okay, so the temperature has now come down to 20 degrees centigrade. I will remove the wort chiller. Okay, so we are ready to pitch the yeast now. So we have to stir the wort vigorously to aerate the wort because yeast that we're going to be pitching now needs oxygen. Stir it as vigorously as you can, and I've mentioned before, but at this point onwards, everything that comes in contact with the wort needs to be sanitized. It is very important that you sanitize your hands and everything that comes in contact with the wort. Do not forget that. Okay, now we have to pitch the yeast, which means I'll cut this yeast packet with sanitized scissors and sprinkle it evenly on the wort. So now I will seal the master brewer with the silicone gasket. Gently press it along the edges. Remember to also sanitize the cover of the master brewer. Time to seal the master brewer. Make sure that you align the logo on the lid with the logo on the main master brewer, and then clamp the edges. Now we fill the airlock with the sanitizer, which we will fix over here. And that's it. The beer is now ready for fermentation. Okay, this is the ice bath that I've set up. I'm using frozen water bottles, but you can also use cubes of ice. This is probably the third round of bottles that I've replaced, and now it's almost near 40. I'm just waiting for it to go down to 25. So the 2 weeks of fermentation is now complete and the ale is ready to be bottled. The activity at the airlock has already stopped, so I know that it's ready for bottling. Now for the preparation, I've prepared this sanitizer and I'm going to sanitize these bottles before I bottle them with the ale. I have priming sugar, which is dextrose, that I'll be using. I have a bottle capper here. I have a few caps which are also in sanitizer. You need to sanitize it. And now I'm going to show you the ale after opening the lid. Let me gently remove the airlock. Okay. So as you can see, everything is now settled down and it looks very clear. Let me put the lid again before I start bottling. So I've sanitized the bottle already. I'm going to put 9 ml of priming sugar using this measuring spoon. Let's start the tap. Make sure that the bottle is tilted while you're pouring the beer so that least oxygen enters into the beer. So we have a little gap at the neck and now we need to cap it. I'm taking a sanitized cap, gently place it on the bottle, adjust the capper on the cap and then press equally hard on both the sides. There you go, the capping is done. You can also check that it's sealed tightly by tilting the cap, tilting the bottle. This looks good. The bottling is now done.